everyone, it's Val, and welcome to today's end of the day tour for Tolkiencraft II, The Labors of Valentine. I have a fair amount to show you, some of which I got done off camera, and some of which we did today in the stream. So, without further ado, let me get started. Alright, so off camera I did a lot of the lighting of the towers and the walkways, both inner and outer, and while it's dark out, I'm just going to give you a view of that. The dock area, of course, you can see that I did the lighting out here as well as set up proper signs for the various things instead of the temporary ones that I had there before. Right, so I think it looks very, very nice and atmospheric, which is kind of what I was going for. Let's have a look on the stairwell here. I changed these particular ones, instead of having them way up there on the ceiling, I decided to have them kind of dangle down like that. I think that looks pretty nice. So I just went through lighting up all the towers, just like I did in last stream with the one tower. Since I already did it once, you didn't really need to see me doing it everywhere again. Today I spent a lot of time working on the basement here. So we have a lot of little cubby holes and storerooms. You can see some of it isn't lit up yet, but there are storerooms. This is going to be a little storage area for wheelbarrows. So I'm getting towards having all of the storerooms in place. Obviously they are currently empty, but we will be changing that. I also went around and on all the important doorways. I've put pillars. I put they do have pillars, but what I actually put on there was, if I can actually target it, come on you, wall banners. I put on the wall banners as well as the lighting. Just have a peek there. Of course, over here we have another little area for storage of things like wheelbarrows. Now here we're getting into the area that is currently occupied by my blood magic altar, but since that will be going away in the future, I am going to rough out the rooms, the storerooms that will be taking its place once it's removed. Alright, so let's pop outside here. And darn it. Okay, let's do it quickly so you can actually get an idea. You can see that I have added some lighting on the walkways, particularly around the doorways, and I've also added little windows that look into the inner walkway, and they also serve a secondary purpose of allowing some light to spill out onto the walkway, so that I didn't really want to light up the whole walkway, and this let me get a little bit more light along the longer sections without lighting the whole thing up, and just confining the official lights to the doorways in. Right, and as you can see, I have lit up the inner walkway, and it just basically repeats like this all the way around. On some sections I did add a chandelier, because it just seemed to suit there, but not in every place. Right, so since we're so close to the top of the tower, let's pop upstairs here, and I will show you the lighting that I settled on for the stairwell tops. And this is actually where I got the idea to use the Murk Oak wood fence to hang the chandeliers off of, and then I went around, and fortunately I did this fairly early in my lighting extravaganza. So I only had to change over one tower to this, and then when I did the other towers, I did this the first time round. Alright, let me just check to see. Right, so there's only one more thing that I need to show you. I actually made notes this time. Woo! Go me! Don't get used to it. I'm sure I'll not do that all the time. Right, so actually let's go upstairs here. Because I am planning to fill in the whole basement to the same level, I have moved my Hobbiton Nexus to here, or my hallway of charms. Excuse me, my voice is going. All right, throat is cleared. Okay, yes, I am doing, or I moved my hallway of charms to here. And I also moved my official waypoint to here, out here as well. For the Nexus. Hang on, I just need to get a drink of liquid here. Because my throat is not cooperating. Sorry about that. Hopefully I can end off the stream here, or this end of the day tour without it, and the stream, without it dying on me again. Right, so what I was going to show you. Let's go downstairs again. Well, this isn't all the way downstairs. We still have to go down one level. Let's go over here. Okay. Alright. So I did decide to fill in this section as well to the same level. Which means that I'll fill it in all around here except when I get to this point here. I may end up taking all this stuff out and just moving it somewhere else. Simply because I would like to get the majority of the basement and the storage area finished. This whole area here is going to be intended for storage of basically goods that are intended for use by the residents of the fortress. Whereas all the other storerooms out here are intended for things that we are either trading, going to trade, have purchased and haven't yet moved to their final location. But this section is for our stores of foods in, because you want to have a lot of grain and stuff like that stored up in case of, sieges and the like. So that's what this area is going to be. But it has to be filled to the same level for the reason that I explained last into the detour. If the river starts to rise, we need to protect the stores as much as we can, unless if the river rises more than a couple of meters, then we have other issues going on. But if it only raises a little bit in the spring and fall, then this should take care of that, for the vast majority of years. Right, so what I did was I added little ducts that their intent is that on the occasions when we do have a bit of flooding down here, then the excess water should naturally, as the river starts to lower its height, the excess water will naturally flow down here, and it's going to flow through these ducts. Now this duct, actually, not duck as in quack, but duct, this duct actually connects to the outside, just like with the rain ducts. If water actually flowed down this channel, it would in fact be able to flow outside. And I will pop outside and show you where that comes out in a moment. I wanted to show you the other duct. Not duck, but duct. The non-quacking variety. We have one here as well. So basically both towers are going to serve, the lowest levels here will serve as excess water accumulation, and you can actually see out. You can just see at the end there that it does in fact go right outside. So this one's a lot easier to see. But both towers, as I was saying before I got sidetracked by a squirrel, both towers function as drainage. Once the river level lowers. Alright. Okay, so here we have the one that we could see outside from. And it's just a little duct. Like I said, it's just intended for drainage. It's not intended for excessive rain flow or anything like that, so it's not as big as the other ducts. And the other one, the first one I showed you, it goes through a much larger area under the walls, but it just so happens we were able to have it come out right here. So it's actually going to come out as part of the waterfall. Just right here. And we won't have to worry about any rats getting in there, I don't think. They can't jump that high, and Even if they came here swimming, I don't think they could make it into the hole there. So, yep, that goes inside to the first one that I showed you. Right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this end of the day tour. I think we're pretty much done for now. Let me just drop down here. Oh, sure, let's land on the ship mast. Why not? So I hope to see you guys in the stream sometime. You all take care now. Bye.